Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, see which track stars qualified for state. But first, today's top stories. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds visited Washington County Hospital and Clinics, where she signed House File 424 into law. The legislation allows physician assistants to operate with reduced supervision after 2 years of experience. Reynolds stated that the deregulation aligns with similar reforms in other states and is part of a broader agenda to improve healthcare through tort reform, loan forgiveness, and fellowship programs. The governor emphasized the need to provide quality health care to rural Iowans and expressed hope that the new law would benefit rural hospitals. The bill received bipartisan support, with only 7 votes against it in the state House and Senate from members of both parties. WCHC CEO Todd Patterson supported the measure, citing a workforce shortage in rural areas. State Senator Don Driscoll, a floor manager for the bill, recommended the signing take place at Washington's hospital facility, which had previously hosted discussions on the legislation. Mount Pleasant City Council has approved the purchase of a virtual reality training package for the city's police department. The program aims to provide officers with realistic scenarios to better prepare them for high-pressure situations in a safer training environment without real weapons or physical contact. Mayor Steve Brimhall mentioned that some council members had experienced the training but weren't proficient at it. The virtual training is seen as valuable for younger officers who rely more on phone communication than face-to-face interactions. The police department emphasized the importance of effective communication skills in de-escalation training and dangerous situations. The training package covers various scenarios, including de-escalation, domestic violence, active shooter, high-risk entry, firearms training, and emotional intelligence. The Mount Pleasant Police Department expressed gratitude to the City Council, Walmart, BNSF, Streets Smarts Virtual Reality, and anonymous private donors for their support in funding the virtual reality training. During a recent meeting, the Washington School Board decided against implementing a policy change that would have allowed homeschooled students to participate in the graduation ceremony. Currently, homeschooled students in Washington's HSAP program only need to complete 48 credits to receive a certification of completion, compared to the 56 credits required for a traditional high school diploma. Board members Mindy Reese and Mike Liska proposed the change, citing positive feedback from constituents, but it was voted down by a 2-3 tally. Some board members felt that the public graduation ceremony should not include homeschooled students, while others expressed concerns about lower requirements and changing expectations mid-year. The district had previously offered a separate commencement ceremony for homeschooled students, but did not generate enough interest. The Henry County Secondary Roads Department in Mount Pleasant is gearing up for a busy construction season as the weather improves. 2 construction projects are set to commence on May 22nd, including the installation of a culvert south of Hillsborough and the realignment and asphalt paving of New London Road X23 south of Lowell. The road construction of New London Road is expected to last approximately 4 months with a detour route in place. The Hillsborough project is anticipated to take around 2 months. While the department would have preferred to start after school lets out, they are excited to get underway ahead of schedule. Additionally, the department will welcome new assistant engineer Andrew Carter, who will join them after his recent graduation. Apart from road construction, the department is also engaged in dust control activities and hauling rock during the summer, and they have plans to work on a new building near their salt shed. The Kelowna Public Library Board of Trustees voted 5-2 to retain the book Genderqueer by Maya Kabeb on its shelves, despite significant public pressure to have it removed. The book faced criticism for its nudity and sexual illustrations, as well as its pro-LGBTQ viewpoints. The decision followed public comments from community members and library patrons, with some comparing the debate to the plot of the musical Footloose. Trustee Karen Stotler, who made the motion to keep the book, argued that it was enlightening and dismissed claims that it constituted pornography. Trustee Kyle Askling supported the decision, emphasizing that banning a book based on personal opinions would amount to censorship. Supporters of the decision expressed their satisfaction, highlighting the importance of diverse book selections and the positive impact the book could have in promoting LGBTQ acceptance. Opponents raised concerns about explicit content and the potential influence on children. The library board acknowledged the subjectivity of opinions and the lack of clear guidelines governing nonfiction content. Future discussions may be held on public forum rules and reconsideration procedures. Critics called for objective criteria and expressed frustration with the decision-making process. The board's decision to retain the book sparked debate over community values and the need for diverse book collections. The Mount Pleasant Area Development Commission has formed a task force to oversee the economic development of the Iowa Wesleyan University campus when the university closes on May 31st. The campus will come under the responsibility of the United States Department of Agriculture. The task force aims to gather input from the community regarding ideas, questions, and concerns about the future use of the campus. Community members are encouraged to submit their thoughts and questions through the website www.imaginemp.com. The website serves as a platform for the community to express their wishes and concerns, allowing them to have a voice in the decision-making process. The gathered information will be shared with all parties involved. More information, individuals can reach out to the Mount Pleasant Chamber Alliance office. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors, so call her.
Hello and welcome back to Newsbreak. Coming up, your 5-day forecast, but first, obituaries. Wilma J. Wellman of West Point passed away on May 11th at the age of 78. Patsy Lee Booth of Hampton passed away on May 8th at the age of 87. A memorial service will be held at 11 a.m. May 20th at Benner Funeral Home. William David Meyer of Wellman passed away on May 11th at the age of 85. A private service will be held on July 1st at Holy Trinity Catholic Cemetery. Jones and Eden Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. That was obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. Today the weather has been decent with partly cloudy skies and a high of 71. Temperatures will start to rise on Tuesday with a high of 77 and it will remain partly cloudy. On Wednesday it will be partly cloudy yet again with a high of 79 degrees. On Thursday there'll be a bit more sun and the high will be 80. And finally on Friday temperatures will fall back down to 71 degrees and it'll be partly cloudy again. We're going to take another quick break and when we come back we'll take a look at sports.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
You know, it's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports.
And now, sports, brought to you by Fairway.
In Mount Pleasant, a busy day unfolded as the Panthers hosted the Iowa girls and boys Class 3A state qualifying track meet. The teams competed for top two finishes with a win or runner-up placement, securing an automatic bid to the state tournament. Third place finishes and beyond would be determined by time, comparing qualifying times from other parts of the state. On the boys' side, Washington secured second place with 130 points, while Mount Pleasant settled for fourth place with 91 points. For the girls, Mount Pleasant took the lead with 115 points, and Washington followed in fourth with 102. Washington emerged as the leading area team with a total of 20 selections across boys and girls, while Mount Pleasant earned 13 total spots at the state tournament. In the boys' division, Braden Hartman from Washington secured a first-place finish in shot put, earning himself a ticket to the state tournament. Despite finishing third in discus, Hartman's throw of 140 feet was enough to secure him a spot. Josh Anderson qualified for state after winning the 100, 200, 400, and 800 meter wheelchair events. Micah Reese will represent Washington in the 1600 and 3200, and Logan McDoyle had an impressive finish in the 800. Alec Ewan secured a runner-up finish in the 400 meter, and Elijah Morris earned a spot in the 100 meter dash with a second-place finish. Washington also qualified in the sprint medley and 4x4 events. In the girls' division, Grace Voss from Washington qualified for high jump. Freshman Iris Dahl secured bids in both the 800 and 1500 events with second-place finishes, while Leighton Messenger qualified despite finishing third in the 100 meter hurdles. The girls' relay teams also made it to state in the 4x4 and the 4x8. For the Mount Pleasant boys, Will Davidson qualified in 4 events at state, winning the 110 meter hurdles and the 400 hurdles. He also placed fourth in the 100 meter dash and will represent the 4x100 meter shuttle hurdle team, which secured first place. Avon Trung took the long jump crown with a leading distance of 22 feet, 8.5 inches, while Isaac Gerald's shot put throw of 51 feet, 8 inches earned him a spot at state. Mount Pleasant also qualified in the 4x100 and 4x800 events. In the girls' division, Andy Scott secured second place in the 100 meter dash, and Rihanna Van Buren qualified despite finishing fourth in the 400 hurdles. Ava English took first place in the shot put, and the girls' relay teams made it to state in the 4x100 and the 4x200. That was the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your news break.